where were you when the kites attacked?
I was actually probably the one flying the kites.
So it was you.
I mean, yeah.
All those bodies in the killing fields.
Look, I'm sorry that the kite bombarded the hotel. I couldn't help it. That actually happened to me once.
The tragedy.
Okay, so at the beach, you have pretty much good kite flying weather all the time.
Yeah.
So there I was out on the beach with a kite because I don't particularly care for the ocean or sand or the sun or any of those things. I mean, look at me. Come on. So, I go and fly kites. And I got a kite so far up there that it landed on the penthouse of a hotel. Yeah, and then somebody came out on the railing and just sort of looked over and just picked up the kite and let it go. And I brought it back down. Damn. I waved, they waved. It was cool.
All right.
Yeah.
That sounds good.
Beats getting one caught in a power line, I tell you what.
Yes, it's like I wonder how Benjamin Franklin discovered
Anyway.
Yeah.
But
he didn't really discover it. He just
thankfully, nobody was hurt in my kite incident. I don't think that Bernie's kids were so lucky.
Yeah, so for those of you not knowing what we're talking about, let us
Well, why don't we just show you?
Rooster Teeth Animated Adventures. These are episodes 66 through 70.
Mm-hmm.
And the first one is When Kites Attack.
Oh, boy.
Featuring Bernie Burns. Here we go.
Remember when I went kite flying with my kids in Zilker? One of my kids had his kite, and it was way the hell up there. I was so happy.
Yep.
And he had this, and just so he wouldn't let go of it, I had this big spool.
Yeah.
And sure enough, Teddy, my 7-year-old, who's a jackass, he lets it go. He's like, I let it go. And so the spool, I'm watching the kite get away, and I'm watching the spool bounce across the ground. I chased that thing full tilt sprint all the way across Zilker, and the way I got it is some guy was sitting there playing with his kids, and the spool goes by him, and it wraps around his neck. Oh my god!
Oh no!
Yeah. Holy crap! It wrapped around his neck, and then the kite is still getting blown, so the yanking his neck. He was like, if I hadn't been chasing it, it might have killed the guy.
Would that be manslaughter? I love the things that you have to apologize for. But
Sorry, I almost hung you in front of your kids.
awesome.
Jesus.
Dang it, Gus!
Awesome.
Oh.
Yeah, it's not funny, Gus. It's hilarious.
I mean, it's pretty funny.
Oh, man.
Man, oh man.
So,
All right.
Yeah.
So, I can't remember what the next one is.
Okay.
All right, Nate. Here's a question for you.
Yeah.
Have you ever done anything stupid on a bet because you knew you could win?
Yeah.
Are any of them safe for channel?
Yeah. This one.
Okay.
This one was a thing. My cousin and I we had a bit of a bet going on.
Mm-hmm.
It was around the time Super Smash Brothers,
All right.
and we were both in the same school system.
Yep.
And he had friends that were friends with me, and there was a big bet going on.
Okay.
I bet him that if I won this game, he would have to okay. He would have to take a ping pong ball to the back, full swing from all of us.
Okay.
And
All right.
I was like, I'll do the same thing. He's like, you know what, Nate? No. I'll do you one better. Tell you
Ooh.
what, if I win, you can't talk for the next. You cannot talk for the next 24 hours. And if you do, you don't get one hit from each of us. You get 5 from each of us. And I'm just like, okay, I'm all for it.
See, now, I knowing you now, that seems like a pretty dangerous bet for you to lose.
I was unbeatable at Smash, dude. I mean, honestly, Luigi, if I wanted to have fun, but if I wanted to win, I usually play with Falco or Fox. I mean, that's how I was.
Right.
This was Melee, by the way. This was Melee.
Oh, okay. All right. That does make a big difference.
So I played, and at first, we did best of 3.
Mm-hmm.
I won the first game. I played as Luigi, and he played as Captain Falcon. Captain
Ooh.
Falcon's a pretty good character.
Oh yeah, especially if you know the tricks.
Yes. So I won the first game. The second game, he comes back as Falco.
Yeah.
He 2-stocks me.
Ooh.
And I'm like, okay, all right.
Ooh.
I go Fox. I do a shine at the wrong time.
Oh no.
And I lose, and I'm down 2 stocks to 4.
Ooh no.
I come back, and we are on the last stock. I'm at 130%.
Oh.
I'm 130%, and then all of a sudden, I go up, and I try to, and I'm doing the laser tees, jumping and trying to keep them at a distance.
Yeah.
And then I figured I'd rush. I figured I'd rush in. I do a grab, up air, and then air. I do a grab, throw up air smash, and then that'd be it.
Yeah.
I grab him, and I do a throw, but it was one of the ones that had the had the little levels, or had the little platforms.
Yeah.
I landed on the platform, and there was just enough delay for him to come down and shine me off the side.
Ooh.
And I tried to get back, and he edge guarded me until it was
Oh, the worst.
over. And I was just like, I about wanted to scream,
But you couldn't, because you couldn't talk for 24 hours.
and they look over at me, and they all kept tabs on me. On me, and they knew I'd talk. They knew I would talk.
I mean, let's be fair. I do not have any doubts that you were going to talk.
And I thought this out. I went into my room, and I got a big notebook binder, and I had a pencil, ready anytime anyone wanted to ask me a question.
Yep.
I
Good play.
Prepared. Like I made a stupid bet, and and if I talk within the next 24 hours, I have to do something. I have to get hit 5 times from each person, and I survived the day, but I got called up in class.
No. Okay. All right. Okay. And there's a stipulation. Like, there has to be a stipulation there.
No. I spoke. They found out I took the 5 hits.
I mean, okay, what can you do?
Nothing.
I mean,
really. And they knew this. They knew that there could not be a day where I could not talk.
That's cold.
They knew it was impossible. But me, I'm more used to silence now. I mean, because back then I was a gabber. I loved to talk all the time.
Then,
well, I'm a lot better than I was. I mean, honestly, back then I didn't shut up. Now there are periods where I actually love silence. I actually love just sitting down and not saying anything. And then there are moments where I just burst out and I talk to myself sometimes. It's like I do stand up routines. That's the silly thing I do. I know you'd like to see one of those one time, but hey, if there's an open mic night free around the area that we're in, come out and see me. You might see me out there.
So anyway, we got another animated adventure. Yeah. Bets and flirts.
Yeah. So here we go.
Something happened in the office the other day we didn't talk about. So Gavin likes making stupid bets.
Yep.
And he had like a bottle of barbecue sauce. He told Michael, I'll give you $500 if you can drink this entire bottle of barbecue sauce. Michael said, done. Let's do this. He was so confident that Gavin was like, whoa, wait. I'll give you $500 if you can drink it, but if you can't drink it all, you have to pay me $100. So Michael's like, okay. So we went to the kitchen, and Michael sat there. And
this is exactly how it went. Michael went to start. They go 3, 2, 1. He goes, "You're fucked." And he jumped right to the thing.
You were asking me one day, who do you think's the best looking guy in the office?
Uh-oh.
I have no idea. I'm the worst judge. I don't know if someone's ugly or not.
Wait, Gavin. When at PAX East, you got fairly drunk and you were like,
"Oh, let's go with this story."
we're at the party, the Jeff Williams party. I was dancing, doing my thing.
Gavin looks concerned. That's the best way to describe that look.
Fairly drunk, and you're like, Monty, I'm not attracted to dudes, but if I had a boner for you, it's really trying right now.
I don't even know what that means. I don't even know what that means.
You gestured your finger like it was like twitching, like trying to bonify itself, but not functioning.
So there is actually video of that bet.
Of the bet, yeah.
Of Michael just slamming the barbecue sauce.
Yes. And
it is exactly like that.
Yeah.
It's glorious.
Michael starts downing it and looks, and he looks down at the bottle with you know, milk mustache. He had
with
he
the
had a
barbecue mustache. Yeah,
he was just like, "You're so fucked,"
and
he
just
and
slams
downs
it.
And he's just like, and they're just like debating, like, does he have to turn it over if there are any drips? He's like, no. I mean, honestly, he drank the whole damn thing.
It was gone.
It was gone, and he was just like, so I won, right? 500.
Yeah, and Kevin's just like, I hate
like,
this.
Oh. All right, so
All right.
that's
Whew.
and-
All right.
Bernie's amazing sleeping power.
Bernie's sleeper power.
Okay,
This is good.
I have a friend who's like this. He can sleep through. I swear, he could sleep through a nuclear. He could sleep through a nuclear war. That's how deep of a sleep this guy goes into.
Well, to be fair, a nuclear war's pretty quick.
Well, yeah. If you're in the Fallout universe,
7 minutes.
the 7-minute war.
Yep.
But I was going to say, whenever he shuts his eyes and he goes to sleep, you can't wake him up until he wants to wake up. I mean, honestly, we poured water in his face, nothing. We picked him up. We picked him up and tried to jostle him awake, nothing. I mean, honestly, I'd have no idea. I mean, it's like his equilibrium turns to concrete. Because that's what causes most people to wake up. Their equilibrium's thrown up by the little disturbances. But no, his equilibrium must fill up with concrete because nothing woke him up. And
Honestly, at that point, like you've picked him up and sort of jostled him, it's just like, all right, pick him up, drop him on the floor.
Well, I was going to say...
I mean, that might be
I was gonna
cheating.
say, he actually rolled out of bed, smacked the floor. I mean, honestly, we were all sitting there still playing cards. This was like a Boy Scout camp. We were all sitting there playing cards, and all of a sudden, we hear... and we turn around, and he's falling in the floor, and next thing you know, we hear...
And you're just like, is he dead? Is this happening?
And he's face first on the floor, and they look at him, and they're like... And they look at him, and we look over, and we're like, you all right?
Dead.
And it's just like...
It's just gas escaping the body.
And we're just like, well, okay. And we let him sleep on the floor. He woke up the next morning. He's like, did you all push me out of bed? And we're like, you fell out of
you
bed.
fell out of bed.
Yeah, so
Uh,
that was fun. I miss doing stuff. I miss camping out like that. That was fun.
I guarantee you, this situation is way less fun for the people who have to deal with Bernie.
Oh my gosh. I have
Well,
no
you know
doubts.
what? Let's
give
just
it a
do the
watch.
thing.
Like, I will sleep anywhere. It doesn't matter.
I've also seen Bernie fall asleep while eating a package of gummy bears. It was me, Joel, and Bernie had to sleep in the same room. We were in Seattle, and Joel was like, "We gotta get back to the hotel." I'm like, "What's the hurry?" He's like, "I gotta fall asleep before Bernie does." I'm like, "What are you talking about?" He's like, I just gotta get back there. I gotta get back there right now. We get to the
I can
hotel,
picture this in
and
Joel's
we're
voice.
all
It's
three of us at
great.
the same time. Bernie starts, going through the mini bar, finding where we can get this huge package of gummy bears, and everybody's going to sleep. I can hear Joel sighing from bed, like he's so angry that he knows he's not going to get to sleep, and Bernie's going to be snoring and keep him up. He's just over there like that, and then Bernie is eating gummy bears. You can hear the crinkling of the package. It's just like crinkling. It goes straight from crinkling to snoring without missing a beat. It's like, I don't know how you did it. And so basically, I think I was up the latest because I was just laughing at the snoring, and then it would be, and then you'd hear Joel go.
Yeah. Fortunately, my friend was not that loud of a snorer. He was
good.
actually really quiet. He slept on his side mostly. It was whenever he either slept flat on his face or on his back is when he snored. And never had many issues out of that. It's just it was impossible to wake him up.
No.
Well, okay. Have you been to New York City?
No.
I have. I've been twice. First time I went, I was a freshman in high school, and I got to go because my sister was part of this group, and you could take one family member with you if you wanted. You were given a hotel room in New Jersey, of course. I mean, honestly, staying in New York. I mean, honestly, hotel rooms are very expensive. So we stayed at a hotel in Jersey. And then we took a bus over through the Lincoln Tunnel every time we wanted to go into the city. And we saw everything, dude. We saw We saw Times Square. I mean, Times Square where Broadway is at its boldest, right there. I mean, and to see the commerce and the people there, it's truly awe-inspiring, especially at night, dude. I mean, at night
I
when
believe
the lights come on, but also at night whenever the lights go off in certain areas,
and you're just like,
the freaks come out at night, and you believe it because I witnessed something very, very, very bad. As a matter of fact, we all did. We were all riding the bus back to the hotel. And we all look out the side window over here. We're like,
is this safe? Is this safe for channel?
There was a guy taking a shit behind a dumpster, ass end towards the bus. Yeah.
So what you're saying is there was a full moon that night.
There were two. And also, here's the kicker for the first time I went. First time I went was before 9/11. It was the year before. The second time I went, it was 2 years after. I was a senior then. And by then, they'd cleaned up a lot at Ground Zero, and you actually could stand around and look at where the Trade Center was and everything. Just this massive hole in the ground. I remember we actually walked into the World Trade Center when I was there the first time. We walked in, we saw the stock exchange. We're like, wow. And then 3 years later,
it's a big hole in the ground.
it's just a gigantic hole in the ground. And now the Freedom Tower's there, and there's a lot of other buildings that have sprouted up since then. And it's great to see that. It's great to see that New York has recovered from that almost completely now. I mean, there will always be a scar there. Yeah. But at least the city of New York has recovered. I feel from what I hear and see, has recovered tremendously from it. And I want to go back up to New York sometime. I'd love to, to see the city again. And it. I also went to Little Italy and Chinatown. I was going to say Chinatown has pretty much enveloped Little Italy.
Yeah, I believe it.
Little Italy is now just a street, whereas the entire borough used to pretty much be all of Little Italy. Now it's Chinatown with Italian street. That's it. That's it. And to say, and you also could potentially meet the Italian Elvis, who, by the way, he is awesome. I was gonna say he'll walk around like serenading people with the accordion, like singing songs. And
That's amazing.
Yeah,
all right, okay,
walk
I'm on board.
around, and he'll be like, and just like,
Beautiful.
and it's like, when the moon hits your eye like a big pizza pie. That's amore.
Well, I prefer the version. When something swims by, eats a chunk of your thigh. That's amore. Jokes.
Okay,
all right.
All right. So New York City.
That joke's
New York
terrible.
City's a
I'm
cool
sorry.
Place. New York
No, I'm
City's a
not.
cool place. I'd love to go back there sometime. And Michael has several stories being
Oh
from Jersey
boy,
himself,
does he!
including some New York City Comic-Con stories. So here we go.
When we were in New York this past time, the first night we were there, we went out and we went drinking. And I got fucking drunk. I got so drunk I started arm wrestling people. I never arm wrestle. Look at me. I'm the fucking weakest dude in the world. Those two arm wrestled first. And I think Michael won.
Then you arm wrestled Barbara.
It's Michael.
Honestly, I thought she might beat you. You just like crushed her. I was calling bullshit because Chris and it was close. So I was like, my arms are tired. That's not fair. And Gus was like, fucking baby, wah. So then I was like, oh, fine. And then Gus and I arm wrestled, and I ended up winning. And he's like, I have no dick.
You had people come up to you in the booth. They're like, yell at me, yell at the camera.
First of all, it was like a French dude. Like, he was totally French. He had like a huge scarf on. He's like, my son is a huge fan. He's such a big fan. Oui, oui. Because that's what they say.
They call it Le Rage Quit.
Yeah.
Le Rage
Quit. It's kind of fucking weird. I'm like, all right. And the guy's like, my son, he was wondering if you could yell for him in the video. And I was like, are you serious? And the kid standing there is like, oh, go ahead. And I was like, all right. So I just start screaming. And I was like, I was trying to scream and not curse. And then he's like, yell more. And I'm like, oh, fucking bullshit. And he's like, yes. Father of the year.
Wow. Yes, Father of the Year.
Father of the Year. Oh boy.
Okay.
Oh no! Oh no!
All right.
Oh no!
Raw meat lumps. I've been around some gang activity, and it's rough, very rough. I actually know several people who are in associated gangs. I'm not going to name what they are because I don't want to.
That's probably for the best.
But they're in pretty big gangs, and I've seen them around their friends, and I'm like, well, it's legit. Damn. But Saints, when people take gang violence into games and take it as seriously as I've heard some people do, I mean, like for instance, it's like someone killed somebody in a game of GTA, and they took that as an offense because they were doing like a taunt up above them. You know, and they were like, it's like, don't throw your signs up at me, blood. I'll kill you. And lo and behold, they got in a fight in real life.
Oh dear.
And it's just like, guys, it's a video game.
Yeah.
Don't take it so seriously. Well, I don't think these guys got the memo because
oh boy.
Bernie Burns is an avid gamer.
Yep.
And this involves a game series, Saints Row.
Ah, yes. The wilder, wackier GTA.
Definitely wackier.
In space.
Wilder. In space.
With superpowers.
In the Matrix.
Also in hell.
Yeah. So
Saints Row's great.
Saints Row's crazy. And that's what makes it so great.
Yeah.
So here we go with raw meat lumps.
Bernie and I were in the Netherlands last week, and we ate a lot of really weird, terrible food.
We ate raw meat. The worst kind of thing you can eat raw.
In Europe, too. That's mad cow territory.
It's called Oswurst. It's a Amsterdam specialty.
No, but I swear there was like some other, like Dieter was in the back there betting Hans that he couldn't get us to eat raw meat for €5 because he gave it to us for free. We didn't ask. He told us it was a special Dutch dish. It was raw ground beef with spices. Spices, by the way, is pepper. And I even asked him because I was suspicious. I go, "What's this called?" And he goes, "It's called Oswurst." Totally made up.
That's totally his last name. He was like, "Oh shit." Dieter Ostwurst was.
I played a game of Saints Row. Man, that was the most thuggish group of people that
Saints
I've
Row
ever run
multiplayer.
across. Like, there was one guy,
Yep.
we joined the game, and at the start of the game, our teammates would just kill me and stomp on us. And I go, "Guys, can we just play the game?" He goes, "Hey, shut up. Take your lumps." It was it was literally like we were being jumped into the community.
Oh man, but now you're in.
I am. I'm part of the gang.
Yeah,
for
you're
life.
set.
The hard
Oh,
part is not
good
getting
Lord.
out.
Yeah.
You quit the game and they message you going, "Nuh-uh."
6-pack sticker.
Lord. Okay, I have to look this up.
Okay.
I have to see if this is actually a thing.
I always find this mental.
You get this off here. There we go. What?
Well, so I searched for Ostwurst,
Ostwurst.
and the first two things that come up are Facebook profiles for Dieter Ostwurst.
What's the picture look like?
Oh, I didn't look at the picture, but the third one is for steak tartare, which is pretty much Ostwurst. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see.
So I was gonna say the best meat dish I've ever had was it was actually a breakfast. It was actually breakfast sausage. It was a combination of pork and turkey, turkey and everything, and it was delicious. My goodness, I couldn't believe how good it was. That's the best meat dish I've ever had. In terms of like homemade meat dishes, I was gonna say nothing beats my grandma's turkey. That's my
Yeah.
estimation. I mean, every time there's Thanksgiving or a family get together, I'm always like, "Where's the turkey?" and get out of my way.
Yep. Yeah, I can't find anything about Ostwurst actually being real. So
As a matter of fact, I think I saw someone like commenting, like on one of the videos a while back was see,
saying that Ostwurst wasn't real.
yeah, saying that it was real and everything, and
Okay, so one of the Facebook profile pictures is Mr. Popo.
oh, here it is, Ossenwurst,
Ossenwurst. Okay.
Ossenwurst.
So they remembered the name.
Yeah.
Let me check that one.
Ossenwurst.
Worst.
Hey.
Raw beef sausage originating in Amsterdam.
Okay.
Originally made of ox meat. Okay. All right. Yep.
Okay.
All makes sense now. Okay.
Ding ding. So there we
Okay.
go.
So that's real.
So okay. Ossenwurst.
Yep.
So I've always wanted to go to Europe. I've always wanted to, and a lot of people say, "Oh, it's terrible over there and everything." I was gonna say, there's some countries I've heard have had several problems with, with their governments and everything. But overall, I was gonna say the UK, most of France, and a lot of Germany. I'd still like to visit.
Yeah.
Also, like to go down to Italy. See Venice
yeah.
before it sinks to the bottom of the damn ocean.
I mean, yeah. Come on.
I mean,
That's. I would absolutely love to go to Italy.
of course.
I mean, my family's Italian from way back. So
Yeah. So it.
yeah.
I was gonna say there's Italian ancestry on in my family as well on my dad's side, and I'd like to see it. I'd like to see Rome. The Colosseo de Roma. Also, the Vatican. I mean, while I'm there, I'm not Catholic, but if I could see the Vatican, and its majesty and everything. I mean, that unto itself is just would be just tremendous.
I'd love to see a lot of the old roads and the aqueducts and that sort of thing.
Of course. See
a lot of the engineering,
the remains of ancient Rome. I mean, it's the reason why Rome was able to take over the world in such a short amount of time.
Yeah, basically.
I mean it.
Well, anyway.
All right.
Before we run off at the mouth, even more than usual.
Yeah. We try, guys. We're sorry.
We're doing our best.
Yeah. So
But,
that's going to do it for this episode of Renegades React. If you enjoy what you've seen here, let us know. Also, check in the description for the original videos. Check out Rooster Teeth. They put out all sorts of awesome stuff all the time, every day. Check them out. Show them some love. Also, if you want to see more of us, check the description for all of our various other endeavors. Also, don't forget to subscribe, like the video, and comment if there's anything else you want us to watch. And until next time, Internet, we will see you later. Peace out.